up, everybody? It's your girl Megan, but you can call me Bossy Meg if you want to. And I know y'all probably like, girl, where have you been? What is going on? I gotta tell y'all something. Come here. I moved to Houston.
What?
That's right, y'all. Your girl is a Houston hottie now. Let me stop. Yeah, y'all, I am in Houston now. And if you want to hear all about that journey, keep watching. I'm going to show you all how I did this quick little Smokey eye look. And I'm going to fill y'all in on what's been going on in life. Y'all probably like, girl, you done dyed your hair. Like, who is this? Who is she? Listen, I'm getting ready to tell y'all who she is right now. So, let's go. Okay, y'all. So, I know y'all are probably thinking, girl, why did you just up and move like that? Like, what are you doing? This really goes back to when I first got home from undergrad. So that was 2020, y'all, when the pandemic came. Coronavirus! Forced everybody to go home or whatever. And ever since I had moved back home from when I graduated from Howard, HU, you know, I just felt like I would end up moving again, y'all. Literally since I got back home. So this is 2020. We're now in 2022. So the thought was just in my mind for a while. I'm like, man, something is really pulling and tugging on me. Like, for some reason, I just feel like I'm gonna end up somewhere else, right? Fast forward to 2021. At this point, I'm like, okay, I've been out of school for a year. I always had the desire to get a master's, but I never knew exactly what I wanted it to be in. Because at this point now, I want to create and build something that I can call my own that will then create generational wealth for my family so we can have legacy. Things like that. At first, I thought that I wanted to get an MBA, but when I kept looking into it, I'm like, getting an MBA would actually not even benefit me per se. Masters of Science and Entrepreneurship was literally way more befitting than an MBA. Also, y'all, let me throw this in. Looked up the program, saw the program for University of Houston, and they said can be completed in 12 months. I said, huh? 12 months? So if I really wanted to, I could start this program and have my master's in a year. That stuck out to me. So in the back of my mind, I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to just apply, see what's up, right? And I saw that they had a requirement for the GRE. And the GRE is like, I guess you can compare it to something like the ACT, the SAT, but it's for like college students. And it's for grad school, for you to get into grad school. So I'm like, okay, if I have to take the GRE, then I'm not doing it. I'm just have to hang it up. I'm not moving. And I sent the people a message because they were like, you can request a waiver. So I'm like, okay, cool. I'm gonna just request a waiver and see what happens. But if I gotta take the GRE, I'm literally not doing this. Like, I'm gonna just stay here and figure something else out. Or it's not meant to be there. So requested a waiver. They literally emailed me back like, oh, okay, cool, no problem. I said, oh, okay. So they accepted my application and they moved me to the next part of the process, which was an interview. So I interviewed with the program director and whoever else was in there. And I'm like, okay, Lord, if they accept me, then I might just have to do this. I know, y'all, I've been telling y'all literally ever since I came home in 2020, I felt like I was gonna be moving somewhere else. So they accepted me into the program. I'm like, oh man, this is crazy. Like, I really got in. Now I'm like, well, now I'm in school, cool. I didn't want to be online. I knew that if I moved out and moved to a whole new city, that it would be me and God. Like, I mean, it's always me and God, of course, because God is always there. But I knew that if I came all the way out here, I would really have to trust and depend on God. And I knew that that would be good in order for me to grow spiritually. Having my own place or being on my own, I knew that that would kind of grow me up too, because I just felt really, really comfortable. Of course, I felt really comfortable at home. I just felt like it was time to get up and grow, honestly. So I'm like, okay, Lord, now I need a place to stay. Y'all, when I tell y'all, the most important part of this whole process was literally staying prayerful, number one, and number two was trusting God. Like, my main thing was, I don't want to just up and move and like be out of God's will. I felt in my heart like I'm supposed to be somewhere else, literally. But I didn't just want that to be just me doing things off my own strength. I literally prayed, oh God, prayed throughout this whole process. Like, Lord, if this is what you want me to do, then let this happen. And if this is what you want, then let this happen. So I was searching for apartments. I wanted something that was fully furnished. Was looking for something where, you know, of course the rent wasn't like a arm, a leg, a foot, and a hip, because I mean, I'm just getting started. So I ain't trying to live beyond my means. One thing I'm gonna do is live within my means. I mean, I'm gonna treat myself, but it's gonna be within my means. So I'm looking for something within my means. I found this apartment. Everything is included in the rent, like utilities and stuff like that. Close to my school. That's another thing. I wanted something that was close to my school. And something that was just not too much for me to upkeep. So I found this apartment, y'all. I looked at the pictures. It was nice. They had everything that I had proclaimed and professed that I wanted to have, right? No, time is ticking, because I got accepted in December. I start school in January. I'm getting ready to sign the lease, y'all. It says that the lease has been deleted. I said, I find that odd, because this whole time I've been able to access it, and when I'm finally about to sign it, it's gone. So I'm like, Lord, Lord, please don't tell me, like, please don't tell me. Just don't tell me, God. Please, God, don't tell me that this apartment is not available anymore. Because at that point, it's December. And I start school in January. I tried to sign that lease and they said, oh no, the unit is no longer available. I said, huh? So at this point, I'm getting discouraged. I'm like, maybe this is just not what I'm supposed to be doing right now. So something said, just start looking again for apartments. I start looking again. I find another apartment, and there is literally one unit left, y'all. I said, oh, because listen, y'all got me one time. This next time, no. I secured everything in that moment. So let me tell y'all the blessing, because I was literally crying when that first apartment fell through. Like, I was crying oh God, I was crying real tears, y'all. I'm like, this one is literally perfect. So what's left? God said, oh, you just wait. I secured the apartment, my new one, and called the people, y'all. They said, yeah, we're doing an immediate move-in special. So if you move in soon, you'll get 1 month free. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool. That sounds good to me. So when I called and secured everything for the apartment, y'all, God is something else. Oh my God. Oh! They said, oh God, wait a minute. Instead of getting the first month free, you also get 2 months free in the summertime. I said, huh? God is so good and so strategic, y'all. Like, I was crying because I lost that first apartment, and God is literally probably looking at me like, girl, dry it up and get up and come on, because that's not even anywhere close to what I'm getting ready to do. Oh, ooh, Lord, I thank you. Ooh, God is so good, y'all. Oh my goodness. Fast forward, because God wasn't even done with me right there, y'all. He wasn't even done with me right there, y'all. He wasn't even done with me right there, y'all. He wasn't done. I get here, right? So I moved in January. I called them. I'm like, is everything ready? Because I was ready to just start paying in January. So I'm like, how do I pay for January? She was like, well, I think I was moving in on the 14th. She was like, well, if you move in on the 15th, you'll only have to pay half. I said, well, you move me to the 15th then. Go ahead and put me down for the 15th. That's no problem. He wasn't even done with me right there, y'all. God was literally not even done then. I get here. Ooh, I'm getting happy. I get here on the 15th. I'm signing everything, securing everything, getting my keys, all of that. I'm like, yeah, so when I go in, do I just like pay half of the rent? Like, how do I do that? And she was like, well, actually, the person who was just in your unit paid for the month. I said, huh? She said, the person who just moved out paid for the month, so you're good. So not only do I get 2 months free in the summertime, I also got my January. How did I say that? January. My January rent for free, y'all. Listen, if you need a sign, if you looking for a sign to trust God, this is it. But the gag is, I'm not even done yet. I'm not even done explaining to y'all what has been going on. Like, God has literally been confirming so many things. So that's the apartment story. Fast forward to my job. I was looking for jobs on Indeed. Now note, I have never punched a clock, y'all. Like, never. So this whole looking for a job thing, this experience was all new to me. I would be on Indeed looking for jobs, y'all. But I also saw something that said that the jobs on Indeed be fake sometimes. Yeah, that's a mess. Anyway, actually, I didn't even find this. It's so crazy how God works. This job found me. They emailed me because they had saw that I had been applying to little things on Indeed. And they were like, we saw your resume and we feel like you would be really good for this position. In my head, I'm like, okay, I hope this ain't one of them fake jobs they getting ready to take down. Yeah, so they messaged me. They were like, we think you would be good for this position based off of your resume. I'm like, okay, cool. I filled out the application, and it was to be a reading specialist. So I would be going in, taking kids out of class and working on their reading skills, whatever. I'm like, cool, I can do that. I applied for it, and they were like, we want to interview you. I'm like, oh God, instant anxiety, because I needed a job real bad. I needed a job in the area because I would want to take a minute to readjust my makeup business from Illinois to Houston. So I knew that I wouldn't have any income coming in unless I had a job for real. And I knew like it would take time for me to build my clientele too, which didn't really scare me because I built my clientele when I was in DC in undergrad. I built it again when I went back home. So I wasn't really worried about that, but I knew that it would probably be slow. Anyway, back to the people. I get on the interview, y'all. The man say, this is really just us checking your availability because you pretty much got the job. We just need to know when you can work. I said, huh? Like, Lord, you are doing it again. Because you're doing it all again. So, cool. got the job, but we ran into a problem, y'all. There was some type of backup with my background check, and it took forever for it to clear, right? So I'm in contact with my supervisor as much as I can, trying to update her about the background check. She giving me updates. She telling me if I hear something, update her. So it's just like we just updating at this point and trying to figure out what we can do, because I literally could not work until my background check was clear. The background check thing had to do with my county. They had set up some precautions, I guess, for COVID, which had everything backed up, and background checks were taking like up to 2 months to clear. And I told y'all I needed to be working. So hold on, y'all, let me wet this.
12 seconds later.
So yeah, y'all, I'm like, okay, now I done got the job. Now I can't work because of something that literally like is not even my fault. So I was really frustrated, y'all. The background check finally clears, and I'm trying to get in contact with my supervisor, y'all. I noticed that they've taken me off of everything. They had me on this little app, I think it was called Slack. So what they did on Slack was they had me to create an account so that I could be in contact with everybody, like the company and things like that. I noticed that I can't sign into my Slack, so I had reached out to the Slack people, and they were like, oh yeah, your account has been deactivated. I said, I just know this is a joke, right? And I'm like, what is going on? I had just spoken to these people 2 days before my background check finally cleared. And I'm like, okay, I don't want to think the worst. So let me reach out to my supervisor. I emailed her, no response. I'm like, did they take the job back because my background check was taking so long? Like, this is literally what happened with my apartment. I had an apartment, got it taken away, and now I'm like stuck. I'm like, Lord Jesus. But there's a bright side, because ooh, Lord, I thank you. Just like God came through with my apartment, y'all, he came through again for me. Oh my goodness. After I realized that they took the job back or whatever they did, I'm like, oh God, like, I know you sent me out here. I know I'm supposed to be out here. Everything else fell into place. Like, you gotta do something. You literally keep your promises. You said that you would supply my needs. You said that. And you're a promise keeper. So I believe you. And I'm trusting you. And I know that just like you did with my apartment, you can do it again for my job. So I'm applying the jobs. Ended up getting an interview at this place that was literally like the same job. It was the same job that I had the first time. And I had an interview, but they wanted me to bring a mini lesson to show them like my teaching skills or whatever. I'm like, I'm gonna just go over here and see what it's talking about. Went over there, y'all. Did the interview, came back home. Within an hour, I got emails from them saying that I had gotten the job. But that's not even it. It is just like the first job I had, and the pay is so much higher, the hours are so much better, and the location is so much closer. I'm just like, God is so strategic. And he put me in those situations where I was literally forced to trust him. And he showed me one time that he could do it, so that the next time it came up, I'm just like, I know that this will be fixed. I know that everything will be cool, because he literally just did this with my apartment. So why wouldn't he be able to do this with my job? Y'all, I want to shout, I want to cry, I want to run and stomp around here. God is so good. With that being said, I know I'm supposed to be here. Another thing is, I love being back in school, and it is so crazy the amount of information and knowledge that I have been soaking up since I've been back in school. Everything that I learned, I'm like, I can literally see that in my business. I can see myself applying that in my business and in my future business endeavors. Like, it's really crazy, the little confirmation and things. Like, one of my sisters, shout out to Shani, she says it's like God winking at you, giving you a little I feel so happy to have taken this leap of faith. I didn't really tell anybody what was going on because I wanted it to be a sacred thing. Like I told y'all, from the beginning of the experience, I was in prayer. I didn't just want to up and just leave my family like that unless I knew that there would be something out here or some benefit out here for me to grow. Y'all, when I tell y'all, God just keeps confirming things. So if you want to take a risk, my advice would be to be prayerful. Be prayerful, be prayerful, be prayerful. And also be hopeful. Like, one thing that I am stuck on this year is this quote that said, actually, you know what? Let me go, because I got it on my little letter board. Hold on. It says, what if it works out exactly how you imagined or greater? And y'all, honestly, that's really what I'm on. Like, all year, I don't want to just sit around thinking like, man, what if I would have done that? I am 24 years old, okay? I'ma look up, my knees gonna be getting weak, and I don't have time. I want to do everything that I want to do at this point. That's another reason why I color my hair, because I'm like, why not? Like, I don't want to be 85 thinking like, dang, I wish I would have did that when I was at a certain age. So yeah, that's what I'm on now, y'all. What if it works out exactly how you imagine or greater? Because a lot of times we feed our minds with, what if it doesn't work out? But it's like, well, what if it does work out? Like, what if you go and it's the best time of your life, or the best experience of your life, the best learning experience that you ever had? Like, and this is not even with moving away. This is for anything new, any risk that you might be scared to take, or anything that you might be afraid to experience because of fear of it not working out. I saw something that said, like, failure is literally not even real, because you always learn something. You can't fail if you learn something. So failure is not even real, honestly. And I also saw a sermon. Y'all, I don't know why, I'm just like, I'm really preaching today. I don't know what's going on, but I saw a sermon where Pastor Otis Moss, he was saying, even if you take a risk and it turns out not to be what you thought it would be, at least you can say you experienced something new. At least you can say you tried it and it didn't work. Sitting around wondering, it's time out for that. Wondering what if and being afraid. God has not given us the spirit of fear. And that's real. Like, I was reading a devotional yesterday about training our thoughts, and a lot of times we think these toxic thoughts that are not even true. And the scripture that the devotional used was Philippians 4:8, I believe. And it says, like, to think on things that are true and honest and just. And a lot of times we think toxic thoughts, and they're literally not even true. Like, so you sitting up dwelling and conditioning your mind to think about something that is literally not even true. So I just hope that my little story time encourages somebody to go after what it is you desire. Go after it, because even if it does not work out, at least you can say that you tried, and at least you will have experienced something new. So when something happens and you like, I don't know what I'm gonna do, think about my apartment or think about my job, because God is not just doing things haphazardly, just doing things at random, or just doing things like just doing them. He's not doing that. God has laid out plans for all of us. Jeremiah 29:11, for I know the plans that I have for you, says the Lord. And I don't know why I'm going on this rampage, but God is just so good. He literally was thinking of us before we were even thought of. Like, he was thinking of us before we were even thought of. So that just gives me assurance, because I know that God will take care of me. I know it. And I'm not even gonna sit up here and act like I wasn't frustrated in those times where my apartment didn't fall through, and then with my job, I'm just like, Lord Jesus. But God is strategic. I just give him praise. I just give him praise. I hope you all are encouraged, man, because life can be something. You know, I done had my little tests and little rough days since I've been here, but I know that this is where I'm supposed to be at this point in my life. So, whew, that's the update, y'all. I am going to cut to some footage now that I think y'all would probably like to see from when I was leaving home. Oh my goodness. First of all, I done came out here and dabbed my hair and did all this and that. Like, I don't even look the same no more. I mean, I look the same, but you know, y'all gonna see though, my last day at home before I left, and some footage from my first day of school, well, my orientation at school. So I'm gonna cut to that, and then I'm going to come back and we're gonna sign off. So let's go.
Wanted my mother there because I knew. You over here watching Animal Kingdom. All I could hear was
Woo. Okay, everybody, today is January 13th, 2022, and at 6 p.m. today, I will be boarding a plane to move to Houston, Texas. Oh my God, that sounds so crazy. Oh, y'all, I just got my hair done. Period. Fresh waves for a new city. Whew. Y'all, yeah, I am moving to pursue my master's in entrepreneurship. In this moment right now, I feel like I did when I first left to go to Howard for undergrad. Let me turn off my turn signal. Can y'all hear me? So I'm feeling the way that I did when I left to go to Howard University for undergrad. It's like my heart is like excited, but it's also like, man, like I'm really leaving. I'm really doing this. I know that there are great things ahead for me in this new city. I can feel it. God has confirmed that to me. You know, it's just sad when you have to leave your family. You know, that's just the reality. Like, if you go into another city, of course, your whole family can't just go. I mean, they could. They very well could, but my family is not coming with me. And, of course, that's the sad reality, because I love my family. And we are always in each other's faces. So I'm pulling up to Target, y'all, to get a comforter for my bed, actually. But yeah, this is literally so bittersweet. I didn't tell a lot of people because I want this move to just be like a fresh start for me. Just fresh and newness everywhere. And I just didn't want a lot of people like in my ear. I just wanted to go. I just want to go. Yeah, so I'll just leave that at that. After I leave Target, I'm going home to finish packing and get on the plane. This is so crazy. Like, this is so crazy. Oh man, I'm excited, but I'm really, really sad. So, but I know that it will be great. I know that for sure. And I'm trying to keep that in the forefront of my mind. So, I'll see y'all when I get home. Okay, y'all. It is like 4 something. And I'm about to leave. All of my things are packed. My car is supposed to be getting shipped soon. And man, this is so bittersweet. It's my little bumblebee. I have to leave him. Oh, honey. Y'all, I'm really excited. Also really sad, but this is gonna be really good. Ooh. We on our way to the airport.
Stop to pray for our family, continue to keep us, continue to strengthen us, especially tonight, my daughter Megan tonight. Keep her covered, protect her, as she now endeavors to embrace another phase of life, living as a young adult. But I ask you to watch over her, whatever she needs, don't let her go in lack, don't let her go in want. Whatever she needs, you supply, because that's what you promised in your word, that you will supply all of our needs.
Yes.
Can I see your ID?
Yes.
Get out of here. You're so pretty.
Thank you. Love you.
Yeah.
Love you, Daddy.
Love you, baby. Talk to you later.
Okay, y'all. I am on my way to TSA. I'm so sad. Oh, God. Really trying to keep from crying on this camera, but if I start to cry, I cut it off. But, man, my mama was crying. Okay. My way, y'all. We're here. Woo! Okay, y'all. Wait, let me take my mask off. Woo! I'm so excited. This is my first time on campus. This is the campus. This is my first time on campus. I have orientation, in-person orientation today, all day. Yesterday I had virtual orientation all day. It was from like 8 to 5, y'all. Whew. I mean, I was wiped out. Now I am looking for the building that we supposed to be in. This is my first time on campus. So I am a little bit lost, but I'm so excited for this new chapter and this new journey. Oh my God, this is crazy. This is crazy. Oh, I have to take a headshot. Uh-oh, hold on. Whew. We ain't getting me, y'all. Okay. Yeah, I have to take a headshot today. So, put on my little Naomi Campbell outfit that I showed y'all in a few videos before. If you haven't seen that, then go see that. But, man, I can't believe I'm back in school. This is crazy. Whew, okay. All right. Okay, y'all, so orientation is going very well. It's so crazy that I'm back in school. Like, oh my God, I am in an auditorium right now because we have like 30 more minutes until our next session, but I just came over here to gather my thoughts and regroup my mind. So that's what I'm doing, but I want to show y'all this bag. I had to keep myself from acting like I hadn't seen nothing. You know how we do. Ooh, this is nice. Ooh, this is nice. I had to fight the urge, y'all, but they gave us these book bags. Let me turn it around and show y'all. Hold on. They gave us these bags. The College of Business. Got some sanitizer, some sanitizer. Inside, they gave us, I don't know if this is a laptop case or what, but I'll probably be sitting my little laptop in here. Okay. It's probably just some type of organizer. So nice. And we also get mugs. Like, this is so nice. And got umbrellas, a little notepad and pen. I could have sworn, oh yeah. And we got masks. So I've already met some nice people. I'm just excited, y'all. This is crazy. Like, this is actually, honestly and truly crazy. I know my lipstick a little messed up because I was just eating. They fed us good too. Thank God for that. But yeah, y'all, new journey, and it's exciting. I'm happy. Oof. All right, bye. All right, you guys, that is a wrap for my Mr. Sun. That is a wrap for my orientation day. It actually was not that bad. I am so excited. I know I said that earlier, but man, like, I'm so excited about this. Ooh, I'm excited about this journey. Excited to meet new people, experience new things, and to get my master's. Like, I'm about to have a whole master's. Period. Talk to me nice. Look, I got my new book bag. Talk to me nice. And that's period. Bye, y'all. Okay, y'all, so I am back. I just put on a little, a little dress to match my hair, and one of my favorite little jackets. I love this little jacket. It's so cute, y'all. Anyway, I hope and pray that you guys were encouraged by this video. If you didn't get anything out of it, I hope that you were empowered to take that risk. Like, it doesn't matter if you're moving away, if you're taking a leap of faith and want to start a business, or literally anything that fear is stopping you from doing. I pray that you feel encouraged to go after that thing. I love you guys. Make sure you guys like this video, subscribe to my channel, and share this video with a friend, because we're getting ready to have a lot of fun in 2022, and I am really excited about that. So I will see you guys next time. Bye.